What's up, brother? Here's the step-by-step guide on how to actually quit porn the most fastest and effective way, right? I struggled on NoFap for 6 years. I tried to quit porn. I'd get on NoFap because that's what everyone would tell me. I'd get 1-2 days in because the motivation was high. Day 3 comes and the urges are stronger than they've ever been in months. And those urges don't go away until the second I go to bed. Do you think I lasted that long? Bearing in mind I'm still completely addicted to porn. I've only gone 2 days without it. I've got the biggest urge of my life that lasted 12 hours, right? I did not last. I'd lasted maybe 2 hours and relapsed. I'd beat myself up because I'd relapsed on NoFap. I've failed. I feel like a loser. So I'd go again. There's 2 times. Then I'd figured, I've done it twice. I'm already on day 0 of NoFap. I might as well go again. So I'd do it again 3 times. Sometimes it was twice. Sometimes it was 3-4 times a day, right? That was my NoFap journey story for 100 times. Literally, that happened over 100 times. I'm trying to quit porn, get onto NoFap, because that's what all these dickhead YouTubers tell you to do, right? And I'd fail on day 2 or 3. Sometimes I'd make it, I wouldn't even make it past day 1, because I'd tell myself, no more porn, you're never watching it again, just quit, right? That's the advice they tell you to do. Never worked for me. Here's how I actually quit. Step 1, realise when you're horny, it does not mean you have to jerk off. Right, you're probably thinking, what? Imagine a fat person. They're on the brink of a heart attack, right? When they tell you, I'm hungry, what would you say to them? Would you say, oh, okay, give them some food, they need to eat, they're hungry? You'd say, listen, you've eaten enough, you're fat. You can go months, actually, without eating. I don't care if you're hungry, you're not starving, are you? You're not eating. They're not thinking, what, I'm hungry, I need to eat. That's what they're thinking. But just because they're hungry does not mean they need to eat. If you're a starving child, then obviously, but in this situation, you don't need to eat just because you get a bit hungry. If you get horny, you've conditioned yourself to believe, oh, I need to do something with this. I need to go watch porn, right? I need to go see this girl. You don't actually. You can sit with that feeling and put the energy into somewhere, right? You can't just have the sexual feeling and just sit there and be like, yeah, let's wait for it to go away. David Goggins discipline, because it's always going to be there. What you need to do is take that energy and put it somewhere else. Transfer the energy. You can't destroy it, you can transfer it. So when you get horny and you get the thought to watch porn, just relax. Go and put that energy somewhere else. Put it into your goals, which brings me to this point. Set goals. Put your energy into them goals. So number 1, you have a good life. And number 2, you just forget about porn. When you set goals, when you've got a clear future ahead of you, making 10k a month online by helping people, getting a great body so girls want you, so you respect yourself, whatever your goal is, set it. Instantly you'll be happier because now you've got hope for the future. Before you set any goals, when you've got nothing going for you, what do you think in your future? A 9-to-5, shit wife, you're fat, still addicted to porn? What kind of life's that? That's the average life for most people. So most likely that's your life, unless you set goals. So when you think of the average shit 9-to-5 life, you get sad, right? Because you're like, oh, that's my future. What kind of shit's that? You get sad. What do you do when you're sad? Play video games, eat junk food, and watch porn to make yourself feel not sad. That's how it works. When you're sad, you watch porn. When you think of your future, you become sad, so you watch porn. But if you set goals, instantly your future's better, because one day you'll achieve all the goals, because you've got some level of self-belief, right? One day you're going to achieve all the goals you've set, because some people have done it, why not you? So now when you think of your future, you're excited. You're like, oh, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to have the girl, I'm going to have the body, I'm going to have all these things. Great. My life's going to be awesome. Let's make progress each day. Now your life is full of zest and excitement, and the thought of porn just doesn't creep in. Because when you're happy, you just don't think about porn, right? Also, when you're working towards your goals each day, going to the gym, making money, working hard, you're putting that sexual energy that you used in porn previously into the gym, into work, which will make your work in the gym feel so much better because you're using this built-up energy into that, instead of just splurting it out over some random girl on porn or whatever, right? God has given us this energy to use for purposeful reasons. Now, when you get a wife and you want kids, then yeah, go ahead. But right now, just because you get horny does not mean you need to go jerk off like a little loser. Put it into your goals, put it into your daily tasks that work towards your goals, and your life will be better and you'll quit porn. Simple as that. Quickly, I like giving you free advice, but for those who want to be extreme, quit porn even faster, the link below is my porn quitting course. There's no pressure, but if you want to check it out, it's there. Next one is stop caring about the streak. I always cared so much about the nofap streak. Oh, I need to get to day 30. If you get to day 90 of nofap, you're going to start levitating. It's a load of bullshit, right? You don't get certain benefits on day 50 of nofap. You don't. So there's no point caring about your streak. When you care so much about your nofap streak, the last time you watched porn, it makes you weird, makes you gay, it just makes you a creepy person. Don't make quitting porn your identity, your personality. It's going to feel like a full-time job because that's all you're thinking about. I need to quit porn. I'm the guy who quits porn. I'm the guy on day 50 of nofap. It makes you weird and you're thinking about porn more. You're giving it power. Just stop caring so much about it because you don't get a certain benefit on day 30 of nofap. Don't be like them weirdos who they've got their nofap streak in their Discord profile. It's gay. It's weird. Those guys will never quit porn because they've made their identity so much about quitting porn that they think about it 24/7. You've probably done the same. Stop caring about it. What I want you to do, instead of going for a long streak, which you're not ready for because you do it every day, just do it less. How many times did you watch porn last week? 10, let's say. All right? Do it 8 times this week. Oh, I need to go for the streak. I need to go for 0. Well, you don't. Because if you go to 0, you're going to miss porn too much because you're still addicted. And you're going to turn to porn 6 hours later. You'll do it once. You're going to beat yourself up about it. You'll feel shit about yourself, so you'll do it again. You've done it twice now. You figure, oh, if I do it again, it doesn't really matter. I already feel like a degenerate loser. Let's go for round 3. Okay? That's what's going to happen if you go to 0. You're not ready for that. A skinny kid walks into the gym, right? This light is pissing me off. A skinny kid walks into the gym, right? What would you do if you went to the heaviest weight and tried to pick it up? You'd be thinking, what are you doing, you idiot? You're not ready for that. You just got it. Go to the lightweight because that's what he's ready for. Same with you. You watched porn 10 times last week. Why are you trying to go to 0? Which dickhead told you that? Go to 8 times, then 6, then 3. And within a couple months, you're watching porn once a week. That's a lot better than doing it twice a day, right? So just watch it less and less each week, okay? This is how you sort of manipulate your brain into thinking you're still watching a lot of porn, right? But at the same time, you're quitting because you're just watching it less and less each week. And one day you'll wake up, you've done it once in the past week, and your brain doesn't even notice. It's just like, yeah, we always watch it once a week. Well, nothing's changed. Even though 2 months ago you were doing it 3 times a day, your brain can't tell because you've been gradually reducing it each week. That's how you quit. Just do it less each week. Stop trying to quit in 2 weeks. You've had this addiction for years. It's going to take, well, with nofap, it'll never work. You'll never quit. With my system, you might quit in 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, depending on how bad your addiction is. That's pretty good considering you've been addicted for years. That's how you quit. Finally, I'm going to give you a bonus tip because why not? Forgive yourself. On this journey, you're going to fail. I failed so many times, right? Just forgive yourself. Because those times I didn't forgive myself, I'd beat myself up, call myself a loser for failing. I'd feel sad and I'd watch porn again. And then the cycle continues and it's a load of shit. If I'd have just been the guy who didn't care, was just like, all right, I've just watched porn. I'm tired now. Let's go to sleep. I'd have just gone to sleep. I wouldn't have stayed up 2-3 hours after my bedtime and watched porn another 2-3 times. Felt like a loser. Woke up the next day thinking, why did I do that last night? What a weirdo. Why didn't you just go to sleep? Which made me feel sad and destroyed my self-image, which led me to watch more porn. If I'd have just stopped overthinking and just forgive myself, I'd have just gone to sleep. I wouldn't have a porn addiction. There's guys out there who watch porn, you know, they watch it once a week. They're not addicted. They don't even realise it's bad for them. And each time they watch it, they don't overthink it. They're not like, why have I just done that? What a weirdo. All they think is, all right, I'm tired now. I'm going to go to sleep. Or, okay, I've got some spare time. I'm going to go to the gym. They don't realise how bad porn is for them. Now, obviously, that's not good. But in their own right, they're doing better than we did. They're doing better than you're currently doing because they just forgive themselves. They don't beat themselves up. Forgive yourself. And this is going to help you. Just go to sleep once you've done. Just be like, okay, whatever. At least I'm trying to quit. A minor setback. In the grand scheme of things, you've relapsed once. Who gives a shit? You're still going to quit one day because you're on this great journey. Forgive yourself. Imagine the 10-year-old version of you. Innocent, doesn't know all about these addictions and the cruel world. Would you beat him up? Would you call him a loser for failing? No. Would you call a fat person a loser for failing by eating a crisp? Because they're trying hard to lose weight. They're trying the hardest. No. You just be like, all right, it's all right. It's one chip. It's one cake. Whatever. Move on. You'll be fine. You'll be slim one day. Same with you. Don't beat yourself up. Forgive yourself and you'll be fine. watch this video again if you want to redo the steps. Please just follow my advice and you will quit just like I did. Again, please subscribe if this did help, and goodbye. By the way, no pressure, but the link under this video is my paid porn quitting course. When you feel like you trust me enough, and if you feel like my free advice has helped you change your life in any way, check that out right now.